Welcome back, everyone. Today we have another Tucson knives lent in by my buddy Dave, and I just realized today that I had not been linking to his channel in the previous Tucson videos that I've done. So he has a channel, it's This Old Sword Blade Reviews, and I will put a link down in the description of this one. And I'll try to go back to my other ones and put the link in also. But please go check out Dave over at This Old Sword Blade Reviews. And there will be a link down below. Sorry about that, Dave, but hey, here we are. I got it. Got you covered now. So this is one of his favorite designs, and I can understand why. This is the Tucson's TS81. As we've discussed before, they don't really have names, although some of the newer ones that are coming out now they do have names and numbers. So, okay, I get it. I prefer names. It's harder for me to remember numbers, much like ZT. I can't remember all the ZT numbers either. So I prefer a name. I can remember a Praetorian, a Spyderco Delica, a Curtis Cruz. I can remember that stuff. It's harder to remember the TS81 versus the TS129 versus the ZT02796509er, right? So anyway, let me get back to this Tucson that Dave sent in. Closed like this, 5 inches, just a hair under. Overall is just under 9 inches, 8 7/8, give or take. The blade is 3.86 from the edge of the scale, and the cutting edge is a little bit longer at 3.89. This is D2. This is regular D2. I am 99% sure based on the pricing and whatnot. The blade thickness is 0.154 at its thickest, but it really grinds down to very thin. And it's really hard to show that on camera. I don't know why I'm trying. It's really hard to show how thin it really gets. A nice weight at 4 ounces, 4.4 ounces, really light in the pocket, with the overall thickness of 0.54, 3 minus the clip, of course. What's really kind of cool about this is the inlays are oxbone. And we'll zoom in because there's a lot of milling going on in this knife. So the blade is pretty sterile. Their normal Tucson logo. The Wong Design, who is their designer, and he's designed a lot of their current late model type of knives. So we've got a lot of milling in the titanium, and they've carried that through to kind of an opposite pattern on the oxbone. And it's just done really nicely. And they've carried that through onto the pocket clip as well, which is kind of a feather type motif. And again, the same milling on this side of the oxbone inlay. The fit and finish is really nice. You have a hard time telling where the bone stops and the titanium begins. It's really done very well. It's got some pocket lint in there, excuse that. But all in all, I think the design is really nice. And it is definitely my size of a knife. As far as length, has really good grip, no hot spots, that clip just disappears. You can barely even tell there's a clip on there when you really bear down on this thing. Super just solid knife. The action is really good. Nice and smooth all the way through. Get it past the detent and it just closes. Just a beautiful knife. Now, the 12-year-old in me says what would be really awesome is get rid of the oxbone, because I personally don't care about that, and put in some glow in the dark, like on the Spyderco Delica, whether they put in some FRN or something and make that glow in the dark, because that would just be awesome, much like the Spyderco Delica. And ZT does some, and I did a review on that. They have a glow in the dark carbon fiber. Not as impressive as the Spyderco. And I think on that video of the ZT, I included the Spyderco in that one as a comparison. But to me, that would just be awesome. Like, yeah. Okay, so enough of my 12-year-old boy fantasies, 12-year-old boy mentality. So, do a couple size comparisons here. You got your Sharpie. I mean, this is just a really great knife. And like I've said before, the more I have been handling the Tucsons, the more I like them. Because again, you have such a huge variety. Let me move this one out of the way because the light over here on this side, I don't know. I got to figure that out. This is the Spyderco Delica, as I said before. Here is the Tucson TS129 that my other buddy lent me, and I'm using this one. And at some point, I guess I got to reach out to him and return the couple of knives that he has loaned in. How about the Curtis Cruise? I think this might be a pretty good size comparison. See, so the Curtis Cruise is a little smaller, but in overall handle size, it's very similar. Now the funny thing is, this Tucson feels more secure in my hand than the Curtis does. The Curtis is more contoured, so I have a feeling that it would rotate in my hand more so than the Tucson. The Curtis is maybe a little thicker, but it's just, I don't know, it's more rounded. The milling and stuff is totally different. So the Tucson feels a lot more secure in my hand than the Curtis does. And two totally different price ranges for sure. And it's got Damasteel, so yeah, you're gonna get up there in price. But all in all, I really like this Tucson, and I understand why it's Dave's, one of his favorite designs and one of his favorite Tucson knives. So thanks again, Dave, for loading this in. I do greatly appreciate it, and I hope everybody will go check out Dave's channel. The link is down below for sure. Should have been saying that on all the other videos. So go check him out, go subscribe to him, and show some of the love. So it's friends like that that really help me bring you guys content and keep sharing videos. I mean, I can only collect so many knives of my own. And I went through those at the beginning when I started my channel in December, and I thought I would have more videos to talk about, and then I kind of quickly got through my entire collection. So then I had to start reaching out to friends, and it's been great, and this is exactly how I want the channel to turn out, and it's doing great, and I'm not complaining. But go check out these people's other channels to give them some love for them sharing stuff with us here. It's just awesome. So greatly appreciate all of the support from the viewers and from the lenders that have helped me grow the channel. So there you go. Have yourselves a fantastic day. And I really would recommend that you check out a Tucson knife at some point, because they are just super affordable and super fun. All right. Thanks, guys. We'll see you on the next one.